Well, hello everyone and welcome. It's your buddy Modern DIY bringing you the latest and greatest information on everything going on with Harbor Freight. And today I bring you a nice big scoop that I think you're going to enjoy. We're going to be looking at the Harbor Freight Black Friday sale for November 2025. A leaked flyer. That's right, this is a leaked flyer. This is not the final version, and I'll explain more in a minute. But if you want to know what's going on 1 month from now, that's what you're going to be finding out in this video, so you can plan your shopping list what you want to buy at the Harbor Freight Black Friday sale. And if you want to find this flyer and look at it anytime without having to rush through this video, you can find this flyer at my website under the Extras tab. There's the domain for you right there. Type that into your browser. Under the Extras tab, you can find this and all sorts of great stuff for Harbor Freight throughout the entire year. So let's find out what is going on for the Black Friday sale. But wait a minute, the Black Friday sale is still a month away, right? What about if I told you that there's something good going on this weekend? And this weekend also, you should be finding out about it really soon. There will be another 15% savings for all Inside Track Club members. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I heard about that. There's no graphic yet on that, but you're going to be finding about it very soon. Maybe tomorrow or Friday, they should be posting that. You can save yourself all weekend long 15% on all sorts of stuff at Harbor Freight for Inside Track Club members. So there you go. That is for this weekend. Now let's move on to the Black Friday sale. The Black Friday sale starts on November the 24th, and the Inside Track Club people get early access like they always do. So the 24th, the 5th, and the 6th, all Inside Track Club people get early access. The 27th, which is a November Thanksgiving, Harbor Freight is closed. Everybody gets a chance to go home and eat a lot of turkey. There you go. Now back on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, so the 28th, 29th, 30th, and the 1st, you get to enjoy this Black Friday sale. Wow, they really extended it out for a whole bunch of days, so no longer do you have to worry about just going one day and not being able to get the stuff you need. You got practically an entire week that you can start shopping and saving at Harbor Freight if there's something in this flyer that you find that you want. Now, one thing to point out also, and I always point this out, but if you haven't heard me before, let me just warn you. This is a leaked flyer. This is like a preprint flyer that Harbor Freight puts out there to test it among people and this, that, and the other, that kind of thing. Don't worry about the finer details. It's a leaked flyer, meaning this is not the final version. As we go through this flyer, I have these images split in half. So basically 2 images make up 1 page. You're going to find that there's only really like 4 pages of information for this flyer. That's all that's available right now. Normally speaking, the final version will have about 6 pages. So there will be stuff added and things moved around and stuff like that. Maybe some prices changing. So when they have the final version, I'll be able to make you an updated video and show you everything that is available. So bear that in mind. This is just a sneak peek at what is coming up, but there may be some modifications when it comes down to the final version. So there you go. So let's start off taking a look at what is available, and these boxes are going to be the most important part of all. And one thing I will ask you, as we go through this flyer, I'm going to keep myself neutral. I'm not going to say if this is a good or bad sale, but I want you to tell me if there's anything that you find in here that you like and you want to get. Is it a good sale or a bad sale in your opinion? That way everybody knows what everybody else thinks. I'm going to stay neutral. I'm going to stay out of it. I'll let you guys decide if it's a good sale for you or not. So here we go, starting off with the yellow boxes that are generally the least expensive little doodads where you can save yourself some money on. Here we go with the Professional Mini Soft Grip Pick and Hook Set. You got a 4-piece set right there for about 10 bucks, normally 20, so you're getting it at half price. These hats right there, if you want a trucker hat that says Harbor Freight on it, you can get it for 5 bucks, normally 7 bucks, save a little bit of money. Now, I have heard some people say that these hats are not very good. They start falling apart. I personally have not got one, so I don't have it. I can't say. If you have one, let us know what you think about it. And if you need a moving blanket, here you go with the 72 by 80 moving blankets for about 5 bucks, normally 9 bucks. Again, almost half price right there. If you want some microfiber towels, you can get it some good savings right there. The 12-inch by 12-inch 12-pack from Grants, there you go. You can get these guys for $2.84, so under $3, normally $6. A little bit more than 50% savings on those guys. And if you want some wobble sockets, here you go with the wobble socket extension set, a 9-piece set. You can get these guys for around 10 bucks, normally 17, so that's not a bad savings. I have one of these sets and they come in really handy for all sorts of stuff. And being wobble means that it helps you to get the socket into all sorts of weird places, weird angles, stuff like that, so it's fairly convenient. And there you go, you can get this ammo box for about 3 bucks, normally 7 bucks, so you save yourself about half price right there. Now, the big elephant in the room, these big boxes right here, the stuff that everybody wants to know about. Here you go, these are the big deals, probably better than most of the other stuff in the sale ad, but here you go. If you're an Icon fan and you want to get yourself some ratchets, here you go, 40% off on all Icon ratchets. Big, small, stubby, whatever size they are. If it's an Icon and if it's a ratchet, there you go. You can save yourself 40% on that. Not much more needs to be said about that one. Now, how about if you want some Daytona jacks? And it's only jacks, not jack stands. It doesn't say jack stands. So only Daytona jacks, not Pittsburgh, Daytona. You can save yourself 30% on all Daytona jacks. Again, pretty self-explanatory. Pick out the one that you like, the color that you like, the size that you like. Save yourself 30%. If you want some cases, here you go with the Apache cases. Any size, any shape, any color. Save yourself 30%. You want some gloves, any of the Hardy gloves, the nitrile gloves, the pigskin gloves, the mechanics gloves, whatever gloves you want, the Hardy gloves, save yourself 40%. Let me know, are you guys going to go in and get any of this stuff? Because this is probably the best savings that you're going to get on there, and you can pick and choose everything you want within those given categories. They're very narrow, they're not very broad categories. It's not like they said Icon ratchets and sockets and all that kind of stuff. It's not like they said Daytona jacks, jack stands, anything Daytona. No, they kind of limited it a little bit this time, but you let me know if there's anything in there that you want. Now let's look at some Predators. Here you go with the Predator 13,000 watt tri-fuel portable generator with remote start and CO secure technology. 25% off on this guy. You can get it during the sale for $975. Normally it's $1,300, so you save yourself some money there. Now, one thing I'll point out, and I've said this before, whenever you see something in the red bubble that generally says the best price of the year so far, this is probably the most you're going to see in this sale. I took a little quick look at it before I started filming, and I noticed that there's not a lot of those red bubbles in this sale ad, where other times there's been quite a few more. So just throwing that out there for you. So there you go, save yourself some money on that guy right there. And if you need another one, a smaller one, here you go with the Predator 350 watt power station with 294 watt hour capacity. 250 bucks for this guy right now. So that's 30 bucks you save yourself. And if you're looking for the 30-inch 5-drawer mechanics tool cart, you can get this guy from US General right now for 200 bucks. And it comes in 9 different colors. 200 bucks right now, normally 280, save yourself 80 bucks. Now, how about if you want a winch? The Badlands ZXR 12,000 pound capacity truck and SUV winch with a wire rope. You can get it for $270 during the sale, normally $350. You can save yourself 80 bucks. Now, how about some Badlands jacks? Obviously, these do not fall under the same category as the other ones. But if you want the Badlands 3-ton off-road jack, you can get this guy for $280, normally $380, so you save yourself $100. And how about if you want some Hercules tools? Here you go with the Hercules 20-volt brushless cordless 1/2 inch compact 4-mode impact wrench with the friction ring. Tool only. Even though they're showing you the battery, it's tool only. Battery and charger sold separately. So if you're not in the Hercules family, plan on spending at least another 130 bucks on the battery, the charger, all that, depending on how big a battery you get. You can go cheaper if you get a small battery, but plan on spending more if you're not in the Hercules family. If you are, then you don't need to worry. You're already covered. You have the battery and charger. So this 20-volt impact wrench is 50 bucks during the sale, normally 70, so you save yourself 20 bucks. Now, how about if you want a small little compact pressure washer? Here you go, some competition for the little green machine from Portland. Here you go with the Bauer 1800 PSI, 1.2 gallons per minute, portable electric pressure washer, 70 bucks during the sale. Now that's about the same price as the Portland pressure washer. Makes me wonder, are they going to be getting rid of that green machine? Makes you wonder. Because, I mean, it's a Bauer, and it's about the same price. What is going on there? Haha. There you go. So $70 during the sale, normally $120. Save yourself $50 right there. And I don't think that green one is in this sale, which it normally is. So, interesting point. How about if you want an Avanti sprayer, the Avanti handheld HVLP paint and stain sprayer? You can get this guy for $35 during the sale, normally $70. Save yourself 50%, half price. Now, if you want some welding wire, there you go. You can get this spool for $16, normally $25. So that's about $10 you save right there. Or if you want a heat gun, here you go with this guy from Warrior. 1500 watt dual temperature heat gun for about $10, normally $20, so you're getting it for half price. Not a bad heat gun. I have this guy from way back in the day when it was Drill Master before it became Warrior. I still have it, still works, so not too bad. And how about if you need these automotive plastic fasteners? You can get this kit right there with 240 pieces. You can get this for about $10, normally $18, so save yourself around $8 right there. Now, how about if you need some tie downs, the 500-pound capacity 1-inch by 15-foot ratcheting tie downs, the 4-pack for about $10, normally $15, save yourself about $5. Or if you want some cable ties, you can get them in black or white. The 8-inch 100-pack, you can get it for only $1 buckaroo, $1. There you go, normally $2.50, save yourself 60%, or like $1.50. And if you want a little spray gun, here you go with the 20-ounce HVLP gravity-fed air spray gun for only around $9, normally $17, so that's almost half price right there. Now, let's take a look at these other guys down here. How about if you want a creeper? You can get this little low-profile creeper right there for only $28. Normally $40, so again, that's about $10 you save, 30% off. Or if you want some metal cutoff wheels, these are actually not too bad. They're actually the Bauer cutoff wheels, but they're about the same price as what they normally put the Warrior cutoff wheels. I kind of figured they're probably phasing out the Warrior cutoff wheels because it's been several months that I haven't seen the Warrior cutoff wheels go on sale. So they may just be getting rid of whatever stock is left, and they may only carry the Bauer. Like I've mentioned several times, Harbor Freight wants to get rid of their cheapy low-end kind of brands and focus more on the more expensive ones. So there you go, the Bauer cutoff wheels, $4 right now, normally $8, so that's about half price right there. Or if you want a click type torque wrench, you can get this guy in 1/4, 3/8, or 1/2 inch drive, and you can get it for $12 during the sale, which is not a bad deal. Normally $22, so there's almost half price right there. Or these magnetic tool holders right there, hold up all sorts of tools and stuff like that. They're very useful. I have a bunch of these guys and they're really, really strong. Watch out if you're putting them together, they will pinch your fingers in between them and you will literally scream in pain. They are that hard. And then pulling them apart is really difficult when your finger is caught in there. So there you go, $3 for these guys right now, normally $5. Save yourself some money there. Or if you want yourself an inexpensive mechanics tool set, you can get this guy right there for $15, normally $20. Save yourself about $5. Or the old bendy neck slim bar work life from Braun. Haven't seen this guy come on sale in a long time. There you go, $18 during the Black Friday sale, normally $30. 40% off right there. Not bad. A lot of people prefer getting the Icon one over this one, but if you want to save money, this is probably cheaper than the Icon one because I don't think the Icon one is on sale during the Black Friday sale. Now, how about if you want the Yukon 46-inch 9-drawer mobile storage cabinet with the solid wood top? You can get this guy in 4 different colors for $300 during the sale. Normally $350, save yourself $50. Or if you want a 56-inch by 22 roll cab, again from US General, in 9 different colors, you can get this guy for $790. Normally $900, that's $110 you save right there. Now, how about some Pittsburgh stuff over here? There you go. You got 2 different mechanics tool set, the 225-piece mechanics tool set with all sorts of sockets and wrenches and pliers and all sorts of stuff in all 3 different sizes, 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2. You can get this guy for $100. Normally $140, save yourself $40. Or if you want the 301-piece mechanics tool set, which is almost the same but has more than that one, you can get it for $170. Normally $200, so that's $30 you save on that one. I suggest you check that out at the store or on their website, find out exactly the tools that it has, and see if it has what you need. Now, some jacks and jack stands for you guys. Here you go with the Pittsburgh 3-ton low-profile floor jack with rapid pump. You can get this guy for $100 during the sale. Normally $170, save yourself $70. Or some Daytona jack stands, which they're not included in the 30% off, but you can still get them on sale anyway. The Daytona 3-ton heavy-duty ratcheting jack stands, you can get these guys for $35, normally $50. So that's $15 you save on that guy. And how about some Quinn socket and tool sets? Here you go with the Master Technician's tool set, 428 pieces from Quinn. You can get this guy for $300, normally $430. So that's $130 you save on that guy. Or if you want a digital angle torque wrench from Quinn, the 3/8" drive, 5 to 100 foot-pounds, you can get this guy for $138, normally $170. Save yourself $32. Or how about some engine stands? Here you go, the Pittsburgh 1,000-pound capacity engine stand. You can get this guy for $80. Normally $100, so you save yourself $20. And if you need some wheel dollies from Pittsburgh again, 1,500-pound capacity vehicle dollies, 2-piece set, you can get it for $50. Normally $65, so that's a few bucks you save there. And for you Icon guys, here you go with the professional adjustable shop seat with a little bit of tool storage on the bottom. You can get this guy in 4 different colors, and you can get this guy for $100 during the sale. Normally $115, save yourself $15 right there. Or from Maddox, you can get the ball joint service kit for 2-wheel and 4-wheel drive vehicles. You can get this guy for $50, normally $90, so that's $40 you save. That's 44% off. Not too bad. I'm going to have to look into one of these guys. I don't know if I'll go get it from Harbor Freight or somebody else, or if I'll rent it from the local automotive store, but I have to change the ball joints on my truck, and I'll be sure to make a video for you guys. I know some of my viewers have the same truck I do, so I'll be making a video on how to do that in case you need to do that in the future at some time if you haven't changed the ball joints already. So here we go. How about another paint sprayer from Avanti? The airless paint primer and stain sprayer, the big boy, 3,000-pound PSI spraying capacity. You can get this guy for $190, normally $250. Save yourself $60. Or if you need a security cabinet from Union Safe, you can get this bad boy for $150, normally $200. Save yourself $50 right there. Or how about a steam cleaning kit, 1,500 watt capacity from Central Machinery? You can get this guy for $90 throughout the sale. There you go, save yourself $40. It's normally $130. And if you need to do some cement mixing, here you go, probably the cheapest cement mixer on the market right now, 3.5 cubic foot cement mixer, the metal one from Harbor Freight. You can get it for $200, normally $270. Save yourself $70. And if you need the 4-inch magnetic parts holder, these guys used to be freebies. Now you can get it for $2, normally $3. Save yourself $1. Or some of the Blue Edge batteries, you can get these Prime Power alkaline batteries in AA, AAA, 18 packs. You can get it for $5, normally $9. Save yourself about half price on that guy. Or the 3-piece set of the step drills, you can get this guy for $9, which is like a normal price for these guys. Some of these things are pretty much normal sale prices. They're not really extravagant savings, let's put it that way. They're good sale prices. If you need them, no problem getting them, but I'm just pointing out that's about what they normally drop down to. So $9 for these guys, normally $14. Save yourself a few bucks there. And if you need an LED light, there you go with the 5,500 lumens 4-foot linkable LED hanging shop light for $17, normally $23. Save yourself a few bucks there. Or the magnetic socket rails in 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2. You can get these guys for $13, normally $22. So that's almost about $10 you save there. Or you need a pneumatic tire, there you go, the 10-incher. Comes in either white or black hub for $5, normally $9. That's about half price as well. Now, how about if you need a security bit set? Here you go. You can get this set right there for $7, normally $10. Save yourself about $3. Or a metal ammo can. You can get this guy for $10, normally $18. Save yourself about $8 right there. Or how about a big heavy duty tarp? You can get this guy for $8, normally $13. Save a couple of bucks there. Or the teeny tiny little funnel set. I've never seen these guys, I've never used them, but everybody says they're really, really tiny. It's not a bad thing having small funnels if you need to use them for filling small little containers. You never know what you need to use them for. There you go, $1 for this 4-piece set, normally $180, so that's 80 cents you save. Or if you need a 250 lumens foldable flashlight, you can get this guy for $5, normally $8, save a couple of bucks. Or the folding lockback utility knife, you can get this guy for $5, normally $7, save a couple of dollars there. Now how about some more Predator generators? Here you go with the 3500 watt super quiet inverter generator. You can get this guy for $600, normally $800, save yourself $200 on that guy. Or the 5000 watt dual fuel super quiet inverter generator. Not bad if you have different fuels available to you. You can take advantage of this guy, $780 right there, lowest price of the year. Normally $1,100, save yourself $320. Or if you want a 100 watt super lightweight foldable solar panel, it folds up to be like a briefcase. You can get this guy for $100, normally $130, save yourself $30. Or if you want a 6-point horsepower chipper shredder, you can get this guy for $500, normally $600, save yourself $100 right there. Or how about another winch from Badlands ZXR, the 5,000 pound UTV Power Sport winch. You can get this guy for $150 during the sale, normally $180, so you save yourself $30. And if you need some trailer lighting here, if you need to do some towing or pulling something along, from Kenway, the 12-volt magnetic LED towing light kit, you can get these guys for $20, normally $33, save a few bucks there. Or from Hallmaster, the 1,000 pound capacity 72 by 9-inch steel loading ramps, a set of 2, $55 on sale, normally $85, save yourself $30 on those guys. And one thing to point out right here, the liquidation sale. This is something that they have all the time, so I always point this out. If you're looking for any kind of discontinued, closeout, factory reconditioned, scratch and dent, all that kind of stuff, they generally have some table or some place in the store somewhere cordoned off, and you have to basically ask where it is. If it's not right at the front of the store, you have to ask them where it is, and they may have a lot of stuff on there that you may want to take advantage of. You can save yourself up to 73% on some of the stuff. Limited quantity, obviously, because it's just discontinued and closeouts. It's not all sorts of stuff. You're not going to get a rain check on any of this stuff, guys, okay? So pick and choose whatever's there. Maybe you find a good deal, maybe you don't. Totally up to you. And let's look at some stuff from Viking. The 1000 peak amp lithium ion jump starter and power bank. You can get this guy for $75, normally $100, save yourself $25. Or if you need a microprocessor controlled battery charger, 2, 8, and 15 amp automatic charging, you can get this guy for $60, normally $70, save yourself $10. And how about if you need one of these little carts to carry the kitties around or carry stuff in your yard? Either way, carry all sorts of cargo. 1,200 pound capacity steel utility cart with removable sides. You can get this guy for $140, normally $170, save yourself $30. Or from Central Machinery, the 7 horsepower plate compactor with the wheel kit. Not too bad, the wheel kit thrown in. You can get this guy for $600, normally $700, so that's $100 you save. Or if you need to do a lot of work in your house or shop or wherever it happens to be, and you need some scaffolding, the 900 pound capacity multi-purpose scaffold for $190, normally $230, save yourself $40 on that guy. Or another one from Franklin, if you need a 700 pound capacity hand truck, you can get this guy for $50, normally $60, save yourself $10. Or how about a TV wall mount? The 17 to 42 incher, you can get it for $7, normally $15, that's half price. Or you need a bigger one, 23 to 65 inch single stud full motion TV mount. You can get this guy for $20, normally $35, not a bad savings there as well. Or how about a solid rubber wheel chuck? You can get this guy for $5, normally $8, save a couple of bucks. Or you need a small little tool bag, 12-inch tool bag with 21 pockets, $4 right now, normally $8, that's half price. Or some shop towels, the disposable blue shop towels, you can get them for $2, normally $3.50, save yourself about $1.50. Or how about the Comfort Grip screwdriver set with 70 pieces and a little stand to keep it all organized? You can get it for $23, normally $30, save yourself about $7. Or a little pocket flashlight right there for $8, normally $14, that's about half price almost. Or American flag with embroidered stars. Not available in Minnesota because this guy is made in China. They do also have another flag that's made in the USA, but they never seem to put that one on sale. But you can look for one at the store if you want to get the one that's made in the USA. You want a cheaper one? There you go. This guy made in China for $5, Normally 10, that's half price. Or how about a blue tarp, 7 foot by 9 foot blue tarp for $3, normally 5, save a couple of bucks. Or these guys right here, the 3-piece hex shank socket driver set, you can get these guys for $127, which is a good price. Normally it's $5, so that is a good price, 75% off. I always say, guys, when these guys drop on sale like this, grab them. You never know when you're going to need them, and they're good. I have this set, I've had it for about 3, 4, 5 years, something like that. I forget. I've had them so long, and I've used them on all sorts of stuff, and they've never bent or broken or given me any kind of problem. So for under $2, it's a great way to go. How about if you need a little extension cord? The 10-foot 16.3 extension cord for all the holiday lights you're going to be putting up. There you go, $5 for this guy. Normally $7, save yourself a few bucks. Or these drill bits right here, which I don't recommend. I got these before, and they were terrible. I had to return them. They were no good. $13, normally $20, save $7. I would not recommend getting those guys. How about if you need a drywall sander? Here you go with a few tools from Bauer. The 5-amp 9-inch variable speed drywall sander. You can get it for $120, normally $170. That's $50 you save. Or if you need a variable speed hammer drill, 7.5 amp, 1/2 inch drive. This guy is a plug-in tool, so you got to plug it in, not battery operated. $30 for this guy, normally $45. Save yourself $15 on that guy. Or the 5.7 amp 6-inch short throw random orbit DA polisher sander. Really good machine. I have this guy. In fact, I was using it a couple of days ago polishing one of my vehicles. $40 on sale, normally $65. That is a really good deal. Under $40, that is a really good deal. Like I said, this is a good machine. Cheaper than most of the other ones out there. I'd say grab it if you plan to polish up your vehicles or any of that kind of stuff. Or from Hercules, the 15-amp 42-pound 1 1/8 hex shank lower wall breaker hammer with maximum vibration control for $400, normally $500. Save yourself $100. Or how about some welding stuff now? Here you go. Not a lot to pick from, one from each one, basically. Let's start off with a 36 by 24 modular welding table. You can get this guy for $150, normally $190, so that's $40 you save. Now, how about a titanium welder, the EasyFlux 125 amp welder? You can get this guy for $130, normally $150, save yourself $20. Or if you want the big boy from Vulcan, the OmniPro 220 industrial multi-process welder with 120 and 240 volt input. During the sale, you can get it for $880, normally $1,100, so that's $220 you save. Or if you want to go really cheapy, there you go, the Chicago Electric Flux 125 welder. You can get this guy for $90, normally $120, that's $30 you save. If you're going to go for this one, I'd say throw in a few bucks more and get this guy, but totally up to you, depends on your budget. And how about some compressors? Here you go with the McGraw 20-gallon 135 PSI oil lube vertical shop auto air compressor. This is a good guy that I recommend because if you change the oil, you can keep it going forever. Just take care of it, it'll take care of you. There you go, $200 for this guy during the sale, normally $250, save yourself $50. Or if you want to go oil free, you don't want to have to deal with maintenance, the 21-gallon 175 PSI oil-free vertical shop air compressor. No maintenance required, but it does have a limited life because eventually the coating wears off and it will seize up on you. End of life for the motor, have to buy a new motor. $240 for this guy during the sale, normally $280, save yourself $40. This guy actually saves you more money, but this guy has more PSI. But what if you want a bigger, badder one from Fortress, the 26-gallon 175 PSI ultra quiet oil-free vertical auto shop air compressor? $360 for this guy. Normally $400, save yourself $40. And if you want some of the Black Widow professional gravity feed spray guns, you can get the HVLP or the HTE, either one of them. You can get it for $130 during the sale, normally $180, save yourself $50. And how about if you need an impact wrench? Here you go with the Earthquake XT 1/2 inch composite air impact wrench with twin hammers with 1,200 foot-pound capacity. Comes in 7 different colors. You can get this guy for $65, normally $130, save yourself $65. Or this guy that I always recommend because it's the cheapest retractable air hose reel that they have, the Central Pneumatic 3/8 inch by 50 foot retractable hose reel for only $60, normally $90. That's $30 you save yourself, and it's a good one, cheaper than all the other ones that they have. I have this exact same one, had it for about 4 or 5 years now, and it runs great. So I'd say save yourself the money, but if you got tons of money, you can always buy the other ones, the more expensive ones. How about if you need a crown stapler, the Banks 18-gauge 2-in-1 brad nailer and narrow crown stapler, you can get it for 25 bucks, normally 40. Save yourself 15 bucks on that guy as well. Or from Earthquake, the 1-inch D-handle aluminum air impact wrench, 8-inch extended anvil, pinless, 2,500 foot-pound capacity for 180 bucks, normally 280. So that's 100 bucks you save on that guy. And there you go, guys. That's all the deals that we have going on for the Black Friday sale at Harbor Freight coming up later on this month. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.